Hello, Bonnie. Good morning. Hello, Bonnie. How are you?
Hi.
Fantastic. How do you feel today? Oh, you're eating. Don't worry. If you want, you can have your food. Let me just open here the presentation real quick. Well, it's already opened.
Stop singing. I'm at home.
Can you hear me well?
I can hear you very well.
Fantastic. Let me see. Bonnie, what did we do yesterday in our class?
We learned about some vocabulary.
Okay. We learned yesterday some vocabulary. All right. Such as Snow White. Hello. Hello, Snow White.
Okay.
Okay, we learned some vocabulary, but especially yesterday we have the test. All right.
Okay.
We have the evaluation, which was very good for you. Actually,
Yes.
it was very good for you. And we covered pretty much a review of the previous classes and lesson given. And then today, especially, we are gonna start unit number 5. So
Okay.
let me share my screen to you.
Unit number 5. Unit number 5. No. Oh, I can see it.
Fantastic. Let me show you here.
Okay.
Th- That's right. Let me show you. Okay. I'm sorry. Let me just go back here. Okay. This is unit number 5. Can you tell me the name of the unit? What is the title
Okay.
of the unit?
Busy students. Students.
Busy students. And what comes to your mind when you listen to this? Busy students. What can you
I
imagine?
learn, wash our hair in front, and learn, brush our teeth. I think like that.
Well, busy students, can I share to you what comes to my mind when I'm listening to this expression, busy students?
I don't sure about it.
You know, what comes to my mind is that the students are doing that. What comes to my mind is that students are always doing something. That is what comes to my mind because of this
Oh,
busy, busy, which means
Titi,
doing
I have a
something.
question in your. I
Students.
have a question. Does in your country the student will will live in will live in the school for some month in
Only for a month.
summer? I have a question. I have a question for you. That does the student will live in the school in some month when summer?
But actually, now it's summer here. In this country, give me a second. In this country, now it's
Yes,
summer.
I'm sure about it.
It's summer now here, but the vacation, spring break, the summer vacation is gonna be only because of the pandemic. It's only going to be 1 month.
Okay, I understand now. But teacher Alexei, do you know what is she?
Is she your aunt
Remember?
or your grandma?
Yeah, you're right. I'm
Yeah,
right.
I cannot see her very well, but I just suppose that she was your grandma.
My
Hi.
grandma have a question. My grandma said with me, who is he? He your teacher, right?
Oh, nice. So say hi to your grandma.
Tiếp theo tôi còn gọi là tiếp theo.
Okay, let's get started with this part of the lesson. All right. So we are having lesson number one, which is
Activity.
activities. That is correct. So in here we have the vocabulary.
Activity.
All right. So let's see here. The first thing we are having is
Wash my hair.
watch my hair. That is right. Let me see. Let me open the windows. Then what is the second thing we are having?
Take a shower.
Take a shower. That is correct. And what about this one? Do you remember this one? It was from the past.
Brush my teeth.
Okay. That is floss. Floss my teeth.
Oh,
Yeah.
I hate brush our teeth.
I know he's having a beautiful smile, but actually
But
he's flossing his teeth.
they use the,
I
they
s-
use, in your country, they use like that.
yeah, that's a, dental strain. All right, in order for people to clean. All right, the pieces of food that stayed in between of the teeth.
It's like my country because teachers in my country, they use this one.
Oh, sticks. Yeah, wood sticks.
They like that.
Okay, so that's nice. We also use them both. Here we use the sticks and also we use especially the dental strand. So, what is the next thing we can see there, Bonnie?
And the next thing is take my calendar.
Check my calendar. That is correct. So let me ask you something. What about you? How frequent do you check the calendar?
Um, I just take the calendar when I in at school
When you are at school, you check the calendar to see
to
your
see what we learned today.
okay, that's right, to see your assignments, to check when you're gonna learn your assignments and all that. So let's
Yeah,
continue.
that is pack my school bag and enroll my clothes.
Okay, let's see now. Pack my school bag. And let me ask you something. Can you tell me something that you pack in your bag?
In my backpack, I I have the pencil case, book, Rubik, um, Sam's book, grammar book, workbook, and many, and have a and I have a story for when when I have a playtime. I'll read that book.
Which means all these things you put in are right in your book. Correct?
Yeah,
Okay.
because my mom and dad doesn't want I have the like toys in my school, so I just have Rubik to play.
Okay, let's see.
Enroll my clothes.
Okay, so the next one. I
Okay,
think once before I told you how to pronounce this word. And how would you pronounce this word?
where teacher
How would you pronounce this word?
Aaron
Will it be iron or will that be iron?
iron.
Oh, that's right. Well done.
This
What
is
you,
like I my book
also, we can
and it
also
has an
say, yeah,
iron more in
y-
science.
yeah. Let me tell you something. We also say sometimes we also say press the clothes, but normally iron. You know the
Teacher, but
major.
I want to share with you in my app English. So, they say have two irons. I one is like iron my clothes, and another is the iron. You know that?
Yeah,
Like,
actually, it depends
I
on the.
like Iron Man too. In the songs, I Love You 3000.
Look, what's happening is that it depends on where you live. For example, like there are different variations of the language. For example, the way how we speak English here in America is different to the way how English is being spoken in other countries. It's not like I'm not saying that it's gonna be another language or different language, but we have different words. I'm sure that the way how Vietnamese language is spoken in Hanoi, maybe it might be different to the way how Vietnamese language is spoken in Phuoc.
Okay.
I imagine, I don't know,
Understand.
I've never been there, but I imagine that there may be some different words. So let's continue here. So let's continue.
Baby, just you my arm and
Okay, so here it is. Okay, now we are going to continue talking something that I think you remember very well because once we mentioned it, even was not part of a class 100%, but
I
here we
have
are.
learned this. I have learned this in my app English. Like actually, always, often, sometimes, never, like that.
Yeah, those are the well-known adverbs of frequency. Adverbs of frequency, and then look at this. What I want you to do is the following. I would like you to read this sentence to me. The first one.
I always wash my hair before I go to the bed.
I always wash my hair
Before
before I go to
I
bed.
go to bed.
I got to bed. That's right. So let's see the next one. Here we are having a question with do and the adverbs of frequency. Let's see how do we make questions or how do we ask questions with the verb, with do and the adverbs of frequency. Look at there. Can you read it?
Okay. Do you wash your hair before you go to bed? Yes, I always do. No, I really do. Not
Yeah,
really.
that's right. Do you wash your hair before you go to bed? Yes, I always, which means
Always
all the
do.
time. All the
Yeah,
time.
but
No,
I'm
rarely.
really.
Not
What's
all the,
really? I didn't learn really.
rarely means seldom. Like something that you do not do too much, very frequent.
I never wash my hair before I go to bed because I always wash my head when I am before I after I'm sleeping after I'm
One,
sleeping
once you wake
the
up,
noon.
or once you wake up, or or in the afternoon,
Yeah, in the noon.
or in the noon. Okay,
In the noon,
perfect.
I always wash my head in the noon.
So now we are going to repeat and pronounce this vocabulary. So let's listen, say, and practice. Listen to this.
Teacher, I want to ask you something.
Yeah,
Did in your country have rain tonight?
you mentioned that if we have break tonight.
Rain, yeah. Because today, we have a big rain.
Oh, you mean rain or break?
Rain.
Well, actually, it depends. Wow, sorry. Give me 1 second. Oh my God. The share was on the share was stepping the wire of my headset.
I
So well,
understand it because I use my iPad.
yeah, I think with the iPad, I'm listening your voice like far away. I'm not listening like before, like when you were in the computer. Check if you can get close to the computer, to the iPad.
Okay.
Let's continue. Okay. So now, Bonnie, we are going to listen this vocabulary, and also I want
Okay.
you to repeat it. So here we go. All right. Listen to
Page
this.
44, Unit 5, Busy Students.
All right.
Lesson 1, Activities. A. Listen, point, and say.
Number 1.
1,
Wash my hair.
Wash my hair.
Okay.
2,
Wash my hair.
Take a shower.
Take a shower.
3,
Floss my teeth.
Floss my teeth.
4,
Check my calendar.
Check my
Okay.
calendar.
5,
Pack my school bag.
Pack it.
6,
Iron
Okay.
my clothes.
Iron my clothes. My clothes.
Okay. Okay. Let me see how you repeat it. Number 1.
Wash my hair.
That is right. Number 2.
Take a shower.
Number 3.
Brush my teeth.
Number 4.
Check my cylinder.
Calendar or calendar?
Cylinder.
Ah, that's right. Well done. All right. Check my calendar. Number 5.
Check my cylinder. Pack my school bag.
Pack my school bag. Number 6.
Iron my clothes. No. Iron my clothes and iron my book.
Iron my clothes. Or another thing you can also say press. Press the clothes. But normally or regularly we use iron. 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 How do you pronounce that in English?
Iron.
That's right. Well done. So here we are having this exercise. We are going to listen, number, and then talk about the picture. Let me see. Listen to this.
Page 44. B. Listen and number. Then talk about the picture.
Let's see here.
1,
Did you floss your teeth, Leo?
Yes, I'm flossing them now.
Okay,
That's good. Have you seen my science book?
I think I saw it under your desk.
Oh, here it is. Now I can pack my school bag for tomorrow.
Don't forget your math homework. It's on the kitchen table.
Thanks, Leo.
2,
What time is your violin lesson tomorrow, Julie?
Let me check my calendar. It's at 4 o'clock.
Okay, I'll pick you up from school and take you there.
Thanks, Mom, but I can walk. It's not far from school.
3,
Okay. Number
I
3.
like to take a long shower before bed. It feels good to be clean.
I think so.
Danny, you're
Danny.
using all the hot water. I need to take a shower too.
Sorry, Dad. I'll be out in a minute.
Okay.
4,
Number 4.
pictures tomorrow, Emma. What are you going to wear?
I don't know. I need to iron my clothes.
I think you should wear your purple skirt.
That's a good idea, Anne. I'll iron that first.
I'm washing my hair. I want to look pretty for my picture.
Okay. So let's see here. I want you to tell me which one is the, let's see. Now you are going to, sorry. Now that you listen the information, we are going to number, all right, the pictures. Yeah, you can also do it in the book, all right? So this way you complete the exercise,
Number 2.
all right?
Number 3.
Okay, let's go ahead. Show me here. Which one is number 1? Which one is number 1?
Picture.
Okay. You say this one is number 1 or this one?
I see this one.
Let's see. Great job. Number two. Which one is number two? And let me ask you something. What is number two first? First, what is number two?
Number two here.
Yeah. What is it? What is that?
The father and the mom say that well, like that.
Okay. Brush or watch.
Oh, why
Watch.
watch the shower?
Watch my hair. Watch my
See, see that the
number
why?
one. Number one. Watch my hair. Number two. What is number two, Bonnie?
The girl and the mother say that violin lesson.
Okay. What is? Let me see. Which one? Okay. Let's see. Okay. Which one is number two, Bonnie?
Number two. Number two is the the girl and mother are say about the violin lesson.
Okay. Do you remember
But
this?
the question is, I think the number two is the girl and the mother say about the violin lesson, but why number two is the here taking a shower?
Number two, yeah. Well, number two is to take a shower. The corresponding number is to take a shower. And the number three, what is number three?
And number three is the boy and have to the boys. The
And
first boy is
look at here. What is number three doing? Look at what is the guy doing over here?
like my school bag, and
That
another
is
is wash
correct.
my feet.
Yeah, he packs his school bag. That's right. And the number four, what is she looking at?
And
What is she checking?
looking at the violin lesson, like check my
She's checking the calendar. That's right. That is correct. She's checking the calendar. That is correct.
Calendar.
Calendar. All right. So now let's listen to this. Please pay close attention. And we are going to listen how often they do these activities. Or we are going to listen to activities that they are doing. And after that, the adverbs of frequency, I will explain you this to you. So there we can see the frequency of these adverbs. We have always, usually, often, sometimes, rarely,
Never.
and never. Yeah, you
I
can see.
never hit my friends.
Okay, you can see how frequent you do these things. Okay,
No.
here we have never, which means you never do this. Then you also have rarely.
Really, like usually do it. Like I just didn't do it. I rarely do it. How can I say that?
Okay, you
I
have
just
rarely.
rarely, I just rarely play with my mom and dad because they are also always say that I need to work, I need to go to work, I need to do the whole housework so I can. So I just rarely play with my mom and dad.
Okay, and sometimes.
Sometimes,
Is there something you do? You sometimes do?
sometimes do that. I play game. Some I just play because
What kind of
I
games? Video games or boarding games?
video I play. I don't know what's the video game and boarding game, but the game I play that painting games and brain out and brain test.
Okay, that the brain chess. Actually, do you do that on your table?
No, I
Uh,
did my yeah, I did my table.
those are boarding games. Let me show you here. We are going to listen this audio. Please pay close attention. Listen carefully, and here we go. Right?
Page 45. C. Listen and say.
Okay.
Then practice.
I always wash my hair before I go to bed. Always.
All right.
Usually. Often. Sometimes. Rarely. Never.
1,
I always wash my hair before I go to bed.
Okay. Number one.
2,
Number one.
I
Number two.
sometimes take a shower before I go to bed.
Okay.
3,
I often floss my teeth before I go to bed.
Okay. Number
4,
three. Four.
I never check my calendar before I go to bed.
5,
I usually pack my school bag before I go to bed.
6,
Okay.
I rarely iron my clothes before I go to bed.
Okay. Let me see how well you do it.
Okay,
Let's see
I do now.
the first one.
The first one, I always wash my hair before I go to bed. Always, usually, often, sometimes, rarely, never.
Then
I
number
always
two.
wash. I always wash my hair before I go to bed.
Number two.
I no. Sometimes I take a shower
Okay. I
before
sometimes take a shower. Okay.
I go to bed.
Or sometimes I take a shower before I go to bed. That's right. So
Number three, I usually brush. I usually flush my teeth before I go to bed. Number four, I never check my calendar before I go to bed. Number five, I use I usually I usually pack my school bag before I go to bed. Number
okay.
six, I
Number
rarely I rarely iron my clothes before I go to bed.
that,
Finish.
okay, fantastic. Well done. So let's continue.
Caesar, do you understand that I oh I always I always learn piano in in 30 minutes, do and learn English in 1 hour, talk with teacher in 45 minutes. 45 minutes. Do you know that? I always need to do that in the morning, in the noon, at the evening. I always have to do that.
But you mean like learning English every day, or what is the other thing you told me?
I need to talk English with you, learn English and play piano every day.
Oh, every day. Okay.
In the
Also, you take.
morning, in the noon,
Do you
in the
also take?
afternoon.
Do you always take? This is the way how I am going to set my example. Do you always play? Oh, do you always learn how to play piano?
Yes, I have. I always learn
How
how to.
frequent? How frequent? I'm asking you this. You do this always, seldom, often, or always?
I think I do always because every day I am learn pianos in the
Okay.
afternoon and in the morning, the noon, every day.
Okay. In the morning, in the afternoon, every day. All right. So let's see. So here we are going to continue with with the next exercise. So then I want you to look at that. All right. So we normally use the auxiliary word do to make sentences, and then if we are going to ask the question with with an adverb of frequency, for example, the case of always or rarely, so we're going to use them, right, to answer the question. Look at there. For example, do you wash your hair before you go to bed? There you have the option to say yes.
No.
In case that is affirmative, in case that is like that, all right, you can say yes, I always do. If the case in the case that is opposite, you can say, well, in the case that you do this seldom or rarely, all right, that you seldom do this or rarely do that, you say, no, I rarely do. Okay?
Okay, I understand now.
So now let's listen, ask, and answer. Then we're going to practice. Listen to this.
Page 45. D. Listen, ask, and answer. Then practice.
Do you wash your hair
Oh, what's happened?
Can I hear it
So
again?
listen.
before you
Okay.
go to bed?
Yes, I
Teacher, I can't hear.
Okay, I see that here. Okay, I know the reason.
always do.
Let me see. I'm
Listen,
going to start
ask,
again.
and answer.
Listen again.
Then practice.
Okay.
Do you
Okay.
wash your hair before you go to bed?
Yes, I always do.
Do you wash your hair before you go to bed?
No, I rarely do. 1,
Wash
Okay.
your hair before you go to bed?
Okay, I'm waiting
Yes,
with
I always
you.
do.
2,
Number
Do you
2.
check your calendar before you go to bed? Yes, I usually do.
Can I hear it again? I can't hear.
Do you iron your
Or-
clothes before you go to bed?
Okay, let's do it again one more time.
Okay.
Let's see here.
D. Listen, ask, and answer.
Okay.
Then practice.
Do you wash your hair before you go to bed?
Yes, I always do.
Do you wash your hair before you go to bed?
No, I rarely do. 1,
Do you wash your hair before you go to bed? Yes, I always do.
Okay.
2,
Can you listen
Do
well?
you check your calendar before you go to bed? Yes, I usually do.
That's so.
3,
Number
Do
3.
you iron your clothes before you go to bed? Yes, I often do.
Okay.
4,
Number 4.
Do you pack your school bag before you go to bed? Yes, I sometimes do.
5,
Do you take a shower before you go to bed? No, I rarely do.
Okay.
6,
Number 6.
Do you floss your teeth before you go to bed? No, I never do.
Okay. Now I am going to ask you, Bonnie.
Okay.
Number 1. Do you?
Do you wash your hair before you go to bed? Yes, I always do.
Fantastic. Number
Do
2.
you go? Do you wash your hair before you go to bed? No, I rarely do. Number 1.
Okay.
Do you wash your hair before you go to bed? Yes, I always do. Number 2. Do you check your calendar before you go to bed? Yes, I usually do. Number
Okay.
3.
Number 3.
Do you iron your clothes before you go to bed? Yes, 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 I sometimes, yeah, yes, I often do. Number 4, do you pack your school bag before you go to bed? Yes, I sometimes do.
Okay.
Number 5, do you, do you, do you, do you take a shower before you go to bed? No, I rarely do it. Number 6, do, do you flush your teeth before you go to bed?
Okay.
No, I never do it. Finish.
Fantastic. Well done. Love that. You did a great job. That is to do things very well. I love that. You did it very well, Bonnie. So now that I know you learned this and did it very well, so now I want you to do this exercise. Look at this. So let's look, point, act, and answer. Let me go back. Okay, can you read this for me?
Okay, let's read it. Does he pack? Does
Okay,
he pack his school bag before he goes to bed?
and then,
Yes, he always does.
all
Like
right,
that.
does he pack his school bag before he goes to bed? Yes, he always does. Okay, let me ask you something, Bunny. What do you do before you go to bed?
I'm reading my book, and sometimes I will. I my I have I do many. Like the first I do it like I will watch TV, then I wash my teeth, and I play with my family, then I sleep.
You play with your family, you watch TV, all right? And then after that, you also organize or read your books?
Yeah.
Fantastic. And then after that, you go to bed. You go to sleep. Like
Okay.
having sweet dreams, sweet dreams. All right. So let's continue. Now it's time to play. Let's play. So let's see. So there is a secret gift in the box. Look at there.
Where teacher? Okay.
Now I want.
Two.
Okay.
Number two.
Okay. Number two. Let's see. Now I have this question. I have this sentence for you so that you can complete it. All
Okay.
right. He.
He usually packs his school bag.
That is correct. All right. All right. She.
Um, she never takes her calendar before he goes to bed.
That is correct. Well done. Very
Okay.
good. And what about this one?
Um, she rarely, she rarely, she rarely irons her clothes.
She rarely, all right, iron her clothes. That is correct. She rarely irons her clothes. Well done. Let's see the next one.
Then,
All right.
I often brush my teeth.
Great job.
That's
Fantastic. You are doing it very good. You are doing very well.
Teacher, I said you remember this plan I did in yesterday? Very like it. You remember? I used
Oh
this plan
yeah.
yesterday.
I clearly remember. So let's continue with the next one.
Okay.
Okay. Kyle.
Kyle rarely take a shower.
Let's see.
Yay!
Very good. Fantastic. All right. So let's continue with the next one. Let's see here. She, right?
Always wash her hair.
That is correct. She always.
Wash her hair.
Okay. She always, all right, watch her hair. That is right. So let's see here. She always watches her hair. That is correct. So
I
now,
very like this game.
yeah, it's fantastic. So now let me tell you. All right, Bunny.
Do you have a link to do it?
Let me show you something real quick here. Let me show you something. I think we still have time to do one of them. Let's use the worksheet. Let me see. Okay, I don't know. Okay, so let me just open it. I'm afraid that
Ooh, wow. I can be like that. Welcome to life. Go down. Dun, 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 dun. And then to my heart, you are the something you are
Okay, let me see. So here we are having this exercise. We are going to do two of them, and then I want you to tell me. Let me see.
okay.
Adverbs of frequency. Look at the picture and choose the correct adverb of frequency.
Mom never,
My mom never.
never, yeah, never.
Okay, Peter
Beaten often.
often. Let's see. Okay, they
Always.
always. My sister
Um, my sister. Usually.
usually. That is right. Peter and Lucy.
She are often.
Okay, okay. You say often.
Yeah. Of
My brother
my brother. Never.
get up or gets up.
Gets up.
Okay, never.
Brother is like just one with it as right.
Yeah, because he's the second person. All right. And my parents
My parents. My parents always
always.
have with that.
That is right. Always. Always what?
How
Ah, well done. So
he sometimes he sometimes
check there. Sometimes. That's right. Okay. Let me see. Listen or listens?
listens.
Listens. All right. Sometimes listens. All right. Their mother in the kitchen. Help
Mom
or
help.
helps?
They help. They
Help.
help.
They.
They they usually
mm,
often
Often. Okay. Let's
often
complete the other one. So let me see. Steven,
Stephen Stephen usually
watch or watches?
watches.
Okay. Then this one, you say usually.
Oh my, so cold. I think have a rain now. Cold.
And what about this one? We
Um,
walk or
we
walks?
walk. We
Walk,
always
always.
find the letter that always have to. Yeah,
Okay, I'm gonna check it real quick. And then we didn't finish the whole worship. We didn't finish with the whole worship. Just checking.
I don't think so.
Yeah, we didn't finish the whole worship. Just the most
I don't
important
think
ones.
it's supposed to.
Okay. So then you did. Oh, what's happened? Why, if you have all of them very well, is giving you this one to this score? That is not fair. And I
Yeah.
noticed it happens before. So let me share to you the link so you can practice on your own at home. All right. And
Okay.
also, I'm gonna give you the homework. So let me give you the homework. Grab this link. Let me. Okay. Or I'm gonna do this. I am gonna share the link through Zalo.
Oh, but I think you.
Okay.
I don't. I don't have your yellow.
So you can practice with this one.
Where's
Homework. Let me give you a homework.
um
Your homework is gonna be to do the exercise of the lesson. Then Bonnie, I will assign you to do the exercise of a lesson. Remember
I'm
lesson
going to
unit 5. Let me see. Unit 5. Lesson 1 activities. Complete the exercise of Bonnie. Let me ask you something. What did we learn today in our class? What did we learn today in our class?
vocabulary teacher.
Okay, can you tell me the adverbs of frequency in English? The first one.
Okay. Wash my hands, take a shower, brush my teeth, pack my school bag,
Okay,
iron my clothes, and check my calendar.
perfect. So
Easy.
those were sentences with the adverbs of frequency, but pretty much you use them over there. Then Bonnie, hope to see you tomorrow. See you tomorrow in the next class. Have an excellent rest of the night. Have a good night, Bonnie. Good night. Bye.
Bye.